Mel's songs.
I'm not doing the intro anymore. Mel, go ahead, take it away.
Too late now, it's over, it's done.
Sonnies, welcome to Afternoon Delight. Thanks so much for tuning in today at this 3 o'clock hour, because we're going to get through this show, and then we got to get ready for Rainbow Runway.
Come on, girl, do a twirl, do your thing.
Hey, we're back to Hollywood Squares today.
I know. They're only
So
partial. There you go.
excited.
Yeah, I
There
was
we
like,
go.
sorry, you got to work with me here. I don't know. I only have so much I
I
can
have to
do.
sit lower too.
There was lovely.
I'm
I
gonna
can
low right in my
probably
seat.
fix that. I'll fix that.
So good to get into the show today. Of course, we've got the usual menu. We're going to start off with a Thunderdome quiz. It's like myths and legends of the sea today. Will Addie take a clean sweep for
Yes.
the week? Yes!
I'm
Yes.
saying yes.
This could be the history of Sunny TV that somebody wins
I know,
all
stakes
5
are
quizzes in 1 week. Let's see what happens.
And you know what you win?
We get to go to Capybara Cafe.
No, you
Oh.
win a Sunny fan.
Great.
Ooh, I heard there's a new line out, and I'm
Yeah,
excited.
new line.
Yeah, we got the new 10-inchers. That's what.
Because sometimes
Perfect
you want
for
it a
your
little
pocketbook.
smaller.
Perfect for pocketbook. All right, Sonnies, let's get into this pop culture Thunderdome
Let's
quiz.
see.
Let me get my MIA.
I love when you're here. It makes it do those
So
letters.
fun. Okay, so myths and legends of the sea. I just want to make sure my mic's
Isn't
on.
that like
Yes.
a braided tuna fish? Canned tuna fish?
It could be, Mel.
No,
that's
it's
chicken
chicken
of
of
the
the sea. Remember? Come on, Jessica Simpson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out. Who's doing
But
great
it's a
things out there.
chicken.
I love her.
Listen, if you want a good book, you want a good story?
Yeah.
Read.
I read
have
her
it.
book,
You
yeah,
did?
yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
that's a
good.
great book.
Yeah.
All right. This first question. In Greek mythology, Poseidon carried which signature weapon? Was it a sword? Was it a trident? Was it a harpoon or an anchor?
Trident.
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 B's across the board.
I didn't copy. I knew that.
Yeah.
Duh.
True or false? The sirens of Greek mythology lured sailors to their death with the sound of their flutes.
False.
False. It was their voices.
False.
It's my theme song.
Falso across the board.
Yeah.
All right. Which sea monster is often depicted battling Godzilla in movies and pop culture? Is it Leviathan, or the Kraken, or Mothra, or Melagon?
The sea?
I think it's the.
I'm
gonna go
going-
with Kraken.
Oh no.
Kraken is in the water.
Yeah. Sea
Battling
monster.
Godzilla.
But
Which sea
Godzilla-
monster is often
I'm
depicted?
saying C. I'm sticking with C. I don't know why.
I thought it was D, but you're right about the C part. That's really throwing. I'm gonna go with B as well.
But the Kraken was after Godzilla.
Next up, true or false? Atlantis was first described by the philosopher Plato.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
going
with
to say false. I don't know the answer to
I'm gonna
this.
go true because why not?
Oh, I'm
False, true,
scared.
false on the board. Next up, which Disney character famously sings Under the Sea? Is it Sebastian? Is it Ariel? Or is it Ursula? Or Flounder?
Sebastian. Under the sea.
Sebastian.
Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. That's kind of dirty.
It is kind of dirty.
Damn it, Disney and their codes.
Their
Next
little
up, according
codes.
to Polynesian mythology, who is the demigod credited with pulling islands up from the sea? Is it A, Maui? Is it B, Lono? Is it C, Pele? Or D, Moana?
I'm gonna go with Pele.
I was going to say C. I'm going with C.
I'm gonna go with Pele.
I'm gonna go with C.
C's across the board. Next up, true or false? Sailors once believed seeing a dolphin swimming alongside the ship was a bad omen.
I would think it would be a good omen because it keeps the sharks away.
But did
I
they
thought
know
they
that?
thought
Back then,
dolphins
they
were
wouldn't know that.
mermaids.
I thought they
Say
thought
true.
dolphins were mermaids, so I'm gonna go say true because I think
I'm
they
gonna
would
say
think-
true.
I'm saying true.
Trues across the board. Multiple guests. In Pirates of the Caribbean, who is the tentacle-faced captain of the Flying Dutchman? Is it Blackbeard? Is it Davy Jones? Is it Captain Hook or Jack Sparrow?
D.
I'm gonna go
B,
with
B,
A.
B, B.
I'm gonna go. Did Jack Sparrow?
Davy Jones Locker.
I'm gonna go with A. Blackbeard.
Okay. Adalway?
I said A.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
She said
Sorry,
I said
B.
I might
A.
not have said it loud. That's fine.
Next up, true or false? The Loch Ness Monster is believed by some to live in Scotland's deepest freshwater loch.
True.
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 Trues across the board.
Was it Scotland or London? I think it
And
was.
our
I think
last
it's
question
Scotland.
today.
Loch.
In Norse legend,
Oh.
Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent,
Holy.
was said to be so massive that it circled the world and held its own tail, or B, it guarded the gates of Valhalla, or C, it swallowed the moon, or D, it created the tides by splashing its tail?
I'm going to say D.
D does feel like it's the right one for some reason.
I'm going to go with B.
B.
Guard the gates of Valhalla. I don't know why.
All
feels
right,
like it could be
in
right.
your glow and tell question, while I find that answer key, if you were stranded at sea and one mythical creature could come and save you, which would you pick? A mermaid, a kraken, or Poseidon himself?
Poseidon, man. He could save me from all of those things.
I
Because
would,
he's got
I
the...
would pick mermaid.
I would pick mermaid.
Yeah.
I want some sparkle. happening.
Absolutely, I want to see
It
some
says
mermaids.
if they could save you, so we're assuming that
pick
they're
the
all
one
going
with
to
the
save
weapons.
us.
I want to ride the Kraken.
I want.
Ooh, that sounds hot.
I woke up and chose violence. I picked the trident.
I want a gorgeous, like, sparkle
Me
and the
too.
hair and
I'm
some
feeling that
pearls.
vibe.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this answer key, shall we?
Uh-oh.
All right, the first one, you guys are all correct. It was the trident is the answer, which
Yay.
was B. All right, next up, you all are correct again. Falso. On that one, sirens, lord sailors with their voices, not flutes.
Yes.
On question number 3, the answer is
Maybe the skin flutes.
Melanie. You are
Oh!
Seamanati for the win.
What did they say?
It was
It's the
B,
Kraken.
the Kraken.
Kraken, the sea monster that fights
Oh,
Godzilla.
no.
Only one of you are correct on this next one.
That's Mel.
Ashim, you are correct. Everybody else. No.
Okay,
it
I have a qualm with that one.
True. Plato wrote the first. Plato first wrote about Atlantis. He was the first to write about that.
But that's so
Is
interesting.
that falso?
No.
Next up, you guys are
Crazy.
correct. Back on the board with Sebastian. Excellent job.
Yay.
Ashim is up by 1.
What?
Next up,
Oh, no.
the answer is, you guys are all
Wrong.
It is Maui. Maui was the
I had
answer.
a feeling.
Next up, you guys are all
Wrong.
It
Oh
is
my gosh.
dolphins were considered to be a good omen for sailors.
That makes
Oh, I
sense,
read
I
that
guess,
wrong.
because
I read that wrong.
mermaids would be pretty.
I read that wrong. I was thinking, like, yeah, it's a mermaid. It's
I just
happy
guessed
things.
wrong.
I was
Next-
bad reading skills.
I thought maybe mermaids robbed them.
Oh. Next up, Mel, you are correct. Ashim and Abby. Oh, it was B.
Yeah,
Davy
Davy Jones Locker.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means to that
Next up,
question.
you guys are all correct,
Yay.
which was true. And finally, you all are wrong. It circled the world and held its own tail.
Oh, well, good for him.
Circle gets a square. Ashim takes it from Abby today. Oh, Ashim.
What? I robbed Addie.
Oh, Addie.
It's okay, Addie. You know what I'll do? I'll take you to the Capybara Cafe.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam.
Mel has songs for all the commercials.
That song was a good
That
one.
was a great hit.
I like that one.
Stephanie, you will really love that song. Capybara Cafe is for you to play.
Yeah. It'll be on my single called Songs on Sunny TV.
Love it. Let's get into
Wow.
meme it or leave it today. Guys, I have some really funny ones. What could go wrong? The absolute worst home
Oh, well,
improvement
everything
fails.
now that you said it that way.
Home improvement fails by Melanie here. This is going to be very interesting. This first one, just moved into a brand new house. The painters came by to touch up the walls upstairs. The poor guy fell down the whole staircase and a 5-gallon bucket of paint fell after.
Oh, you're an asshole. Put the paint can on the other side.
Poor dude.
I don't even make that.
This reminds me of Tom Hanks in The Money Pit.
Yes.
When he fell from the scaffolding. Remember that? Oh, that I have to rewatch that
That
movie.
is a beginner mistake.
One of the best,
Rookie
best,
move.
best. Oh
Beginner.
my God. Okay, next up, my dad isn't so great at remodeling, so I turned this into an artwork frame so he could remember the times to fix this.
Oh my
Ah,
gosh.
da-na-na-na-na. That's a great idea.
He probably hasn't noticed though. He's probably like, it's art.
Yeah, I'm shocked Mel didn't chime in about Jimbo on this one, but yeah.
You know, I was just thinking I'm going to start doing it with this the unfinished project Jim owes me.
But what I love, I
Just
don't
throw
know if
some
you guys.
blue tape up there.
But what I love is there's a
he
little
hates blue
tag underneath the
What does it say?
the frame. It says the plastered outlet, and it was like a little artist placard. It's
See,
really
he
cute.
probably thinks it's art. It's art.
Next up, I've heard of painting yourself into a corner,
Stop
but my
it.
wife took it a step further and didn't even know. Yeah, she's there on an island.
I feel like this is something somebody on TikTok got this wild idea to paint their floors, and this is what happened
This
because
is
they
what
didn't
happens.
think it through.
But I love that he took a picture. You know she's going to be like, you son of a bitch,
yeah,
help me.
how is she gonna get out of that? But honestly, the floors look great.
They look great.
Yeah, they look great.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Next up,
Good on
my
you.
wife said, measure the door. I told her all doors are the same size.
And that is not true.
So dopey.
not
Oh, so dopey.
If only.
Ugh. Next up, landlords, please do not paint over the cockroaches.
Ew,
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I love that it's sort of very Beetlejuice-like,
I
right?
feel like it's doing like, hey friends,
Right.
come to this way to the bathroom.
I feel like it's a put one leg on the dresser. All
Would
right.
you like a snack? The kitchen's over here.
And next up, fixing a toilet leak. I took 2 trips to Home Depot,
Oh my
worked,
God.
and then had time putting in the wax ring and the screws on, but then the door, can't close it.
That is really
Why?
I mean, that was bad planning from the beginning.
that is poor.
Why do you
that
have
is piss poor planning.
It's
Door
poor
is
planning.
opening the wrong way, you moron.
I'm so glad that you guys can't even see the tile because that's pretty gross.
Even
right?
if the
Gross.
door was correct, like, bro, you're gonna like hardly have room to open it in the first place.
You are dumb. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Next up, my father forgot to tell me the renovations would be taking the stairs out today, and I can't get down now.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Climb out the window like we all did
know.
in 7th
Climb
grade
out the
sneaking out of the house.
window.
Basically,
Swing down.
Have they never snuck out of their house? Climb out
Do
your
you
window.
not know how to climb out
duh.
a window? Hello. Life
Hello.
skill. That's a life skill.
Yeah, it is. And opening doors with credit cards.
Oh.
This is next one. This is what happens when you are renovating and remove a load-bearing wall.
Whoops.
That's a very pricey mistake
That
right
is
there.
bad. That reminds me of the video of those houses out in the Outer Banks.
Oh yeah, they were just right into the water.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Bye-bye
I
now.
heard about
Our
it.
house is in Summer Haven.
House on the market. Team sale.
Next up, my landlord says, is it okay if the replacement tile is not exactly a match? Yeah, that's fine. This is the tile.
Not
I don't mind
exactly.
at all. I
that.
just want
It's horrible.
I
Come on.
just, it's fine. I just wanted to
I
not
like
have-
it.
Come
This
on.
is my house. It's very, yes, held
No,
together
you're
by a ring and a
Eclectic.
prayer.
Eclectic.
Your house is not like that. I would not allow that.
Next up, brother-in-law repairing his awning.
Oh,
Oh,
you idiot.
so dopey.
That's what happens when you go to the dispensary
At
before
this
you do
point,
a
I would
project.
sacrifice the ladder
That's
and try to
true.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my.
Next up, could be worse. Could be worse.
Oh,
The stairs are going into the window. not
wait a
the
minute.
door.
So, did they?
Oh.
One or two things could have happened.
This
here.
is not Habitat for Humanity. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, so what I'm saying is maybe they decided, you know what, the door was originally on the right, and they said, you know what, let's move the door and put a window in, but they didn't think the stairs through.
You know, where I grew up, this happened. But not because someone built it poorly, but because the house was on one plate and the front walkway was on another plate, and over time, the two separated.
Oh, separated.
Yeah.
Wow.
So on my street, actually, where I grew up, my exact street. So.
Crazy.
But that looks like just, no.
Oh my gosh. Next up, a driveway crew was pouring concrete at the new house next to a new duck pond. Oh, and they came back at the lunch and they saw this. All the duck feet everywhere. So crazy.
Oh,
It's a fun pattern.
It's a fun it can happen. We're getting into the weekend right now,
we're
so we
doing some
gotta
texture.
we're doing
Oh
some
my
home
God.
repairs.
Oh my.
Pretty crazy,
That's the
but
best.
Add that to your Home Depot list. All
speaking of
those
crazy, this is the height of the show. Let's get into Addie's Reddit rundown. Addie, unpack this. What's going on?
All right, let me get ready.
So today's story is from Best of Redditor Updates.
Ooh, best of
Oh, I
updates.
hope
So
there's an
this
update
means
on
it's a
them.
long one, right? Like we get lots of updates. Okay, we like
And this person needs advice, I think. So here's the TLDR. She's a female that's 23. My boyfriend, he's 26. His little brother creeps me out, but my boyfriend isn't taking it seriously. I don't know what to do.
Oh.
That's very vague.
I need more.
Yeah, why is he creeping you out? Okay, let's hear more. Let's hear
So,
more.
hi, I'm not really sure how to handle this situation and would appreciate some advice. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 3 years, and we live together. Recently, his parents were arrested. I'd rather not go into the details. And as a result, his little brother, 11-year-old male, has had to move in with us. I understand the situation is complicated, and my boyfriend didn't really have a choice. Obviously, he couldn't just leave his brother with nowhere to go. The thing is, I find his little brother creepy, and I feel horrible even saying that. I know he's a kid and he's gone through a traumatic experience, but some of the things he does makes me really uncomfortable. For instance, he stares at me a lot, like almost all the time when we're in the same room. I'll catch him just watching me, and it's unsettling. He also has this habit of walking into our bedroom without knocking, especially when my boyfriend is out. I've told him multiple times that he needs to knock, but he either ignores it or just doesn't care.
Lock the door.
Yeah.
He will shower and use the bathroom with the door wide open, clearly so everyone can see him walking past.
He just doesn't know.
Even though I have told him he needs to keep the door closed when he's in there. One time, I had just gotten out of the shower and I was in my towel. When I walked into the bedroom, he was just standing there staring at me. I asked him what he was doing and he didn't even answer. He just kept staring before finally walking away. I brought this up to my boyfriend, but he brushed it off, saying his brother's probably just adjusting to everything and doesn't mean any harm. I lent him my laptop because he said he needed it for homework, and when I got it back, it was completely filled with porn. I don't know if I can say
Really?
that.
At 11 years old.
Like
well,
he had
that's when the balls drop. I'm going to be honest. That's exactly when it happens. It's the cambio de vida for the men. It's when they drop, then they're ready to do it.
Like he had downloaded it. It was in the search history. I told my boyfriend he needed to speak with him, but my boyfriend says it's normal for a boy his age.
It is. I'm
He just
sorry.
told me to clear the search history and delete what he downloaded. But he's not being normal. He's weirding me out, and I feel bad even saying it. I get that that the kid's dealing with a lot. Losing his parents like that is traumatic, but at the same time, I feel like my feelings are being dismissed. My boyfriend says I'm overreacting, but I honestly feel really uncomfortable in my own home now. I even find myself avoiding being alone with his brother because it just feels weird. I don't know if I'm overreacting, but I understand giving some leeway because of everything that's happened in his life, but he is really weirding me out.
Put them in a crate.
Any advice on how to handle it would be much appreciated.
Basement. Basement bedrooms are wonderful. We don't have them in Florida, but I highly recommend an attic.
This is a tough one because I do feel like maybe this young boy needs some counseling. There's something going on where his parents are off in prison now, which could
Yeah.
rock anybody's world. But she has a right to feel comfortable in her home as well, and
Right.
she's feeling very uncomfortable. I think the boyfriend needs to step in and do something.
he's not. He's not even listening to her,
He's been
right?
super dismissive, which I think is shitty on the boyfriend's part. Like
I
he really
agree.
should be listening to her. Yes, he's in this predicament now where he's trying to tend to his brother, but he also has someone else, another adult living in the house, and he needs to be cognizant of that. Like no one should feel uncomfortable in their home.
This is a very heavy situation.
This is a hard one. Yeah.
I mean, you need to speak your role as the guardian, I guess, that this person is at this time. And you really, I hate to, we say this every time, but you've got to set those boundaries. You said lock
Bless
the
you.
door. Like, I agree with that. If he's in the shower and it's wide open, like you said, he might not know. Shut that door. Like, you really got to you got to take charge here is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's a couple things. So have the conversation with your boyfriend. He's not backing you up. Guess what? You have the conversation with the 11-year-old. If that still doesn't work, guess what? When he's in there taking a shower and the door's wide open, reverse the lock on the door, lock him in the bathroom and say, did you learn your lesson? You can have it unlocked when you can learn to shower and use the restroom with the door shut.
But was this normal in his old house? That's what I'm saying. So like,
right, behavior. But you know what? You got to think 11 years old, maybe he wasn't taught X, Y, and Z.
so that's why I'm
Yeah.
wondering because you
But
know
at the-
you were a step parent
Yeah,
as well.
but
So
at
I've been in
the-
relationships where a child came into the household that was not raised in my household, and their household was completely
Right,
different.
or there
And
were
so
no
the rules
rules.
were different, and
there were none.
or they were not, or there were no rules.
But at the
so,
same point, yes, and it is hard, and you understand me
yeah,
on
you
that.
got that.
But at the same point, it gets to a point where it's like, you know what? These are the rules. Like it or don't. If you don't like it, you can find somewhere else to live.
I mean, you kind of did that. So you basically set these boundaries. Were those boundaries respected? Ultimately, no, they were not. So then guess what? Bye-bye,
Yeah,
right? I mean, let's
because
be
at the-
real. That's the truth.
It's true because at the same point,
I ain't
if
doing
this
that.
is my house, You know, and
I got rid of my guest bed for a reason. This is
if
just
you're
my
not-
The
house.
kid is 11
He's
years
11,
old.
so he can't go anywhere.
There's
No.
nowhere else he
Yeah.
can
So
go.
you figure it out. You try different things. It's trial and error. You got to try different things. But at the same point, if her boyfriend's, they're not going to be a team together. That was the
Yeah.
thing. Jim and I are a team.
That's a red flag to
If
me.
he's not going to be a team with her, then I would say either you figure it out or I'm moving out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge red flag. If
Because
he's
how
not
long is
backing
she
her
gonna
up
be-
on that, because it's
But
her
wait a
home.
minute. What happens if her brother tries to do something to her? Then what?
Yeah.
Is
What do
it
you
going to
mean?
be her fault?
What do you mean?
Like once
Oh,
the
you
other
mean, like,
shoe
jump on
drops.
and, like,
or
try
something.
and hump her or something?
Yeah, what are the
Oh,
updates?
I mean,
So-
when those balls drop, I'm telling
There's
you.
some comments first. Get a lock on the door, get that kid in therapy, and start discussing things like boundaries and healthy relationships, what they are,
only
what they
works
mean.
so far, though.
Close the door on him in the bathroom, and eventually it will click. He's probably not talking because he just went through some hellish trauma. Allow yourself, your boyfriend, and the brother some grace for this adjustment period. You could also consider living separately for a while if it's in your best interest. Just take care of yourself. You got this. And then Opie responded, "We can't install locks on the doors because we don't own the house. We tried one of these,
can.
one of those stick-on locks that stops the door handle from coming down, but they don't work." That's stupid. Yeah, you definitely
No,
can.
you can change the locks even if you rent.
Just
and
be
then you
prepared to
switch
change it
them
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
That's
Or put a
lazy.
door stopper underneath the door. That's so easy.
I'm saying lock him in the bathroom
that's a
until he
good
figures
point.
it out.
I mean, listen, I think let's go back to the conversation with the boyfriend, and obviously this needs to happen, and there's got to be a way to communicate that can definitely get to the boyfriend. Like, I know you want to protect your brother here, you know, but protecting him also is giving
Acknowledging
him
this.
respect and rules of this household.
Yeah.
That's protecting him too.
Because
So-
these are, I mean,
And acknowledging that he needs help.
Yeah, 'cause
True,
yeah,
yeah.
clearly there's something going on with that young boy.
yes, are there any
So
more?
then there's
Yeah.
a lot more. And then it says, so if the parents were, someone asked, so if the parents were arrested, were social services involved or perhaps police liaison office? I think the first step is to see if it's possible for the child to get therapy. It's absolutely not normal for an 11-year-old to download tons of porn onto a laptop he knows he's borrowing. It's not,
You don't borrow my stuff anymore.
it is
There's
not
answer to
okay.
that.
And honestly, this plus other behavior is quite worrying. Do you have pets? Do you have somewhere else you can stay if you need to? It sounds like your boyfriend is ignoring your concerns, and that is also not okay.
Yep,
What I'd
red
suggest
flag.
is that you have one sit-down conversation
Yep.
with him, express your concerns, talk
One
about the
more.
need for him and his brother to get therapy to process what has happened. Talk about how the porn viewing is not normal for an 11-year-old boy and that he should talk to him about it. Talk about the need to have some boundaries and privacy in the bedroom. See how your boyfriend reacts to this. If he downplays your concerns and doesn't listen to you and gaslights you by saying things that didn't happen, etc., then make plans to move out.
Peace
I know
out,
this
yeah.
sounds extreme, but otherwise you'd be living with two brothers who don't listen to you.
Correct.
Opie said he's already on the waiting list for CAMHS, but it's like
Okay.
3 years long. So
That's
fast
sad.
forward to the
That's the world of
update,
mental health.
which is 1.5 months later from the original
Okay.
post.
So, I mean, she needs to feel safe and comfortable within her own
Yeah.
home, basically. And I feel like when the boyfriend like dismisses that, I mean, it just feels like her needs don't even matter in this point. So is that really a relationship?
I know.
I'm sad to say that she's kind of has to question her relationship here because he has to respect everybody in the situation. So if he's ready, he obviously took the kid in and was ready for this to be this kind of parental figure. You gotta have the
I
same
don't know that he was
responsibility.
ready.
And he might not be ready with her not around. So I wonder how, when he's ready to listen, when she's ready to pack her
Yeah.
bags, he
That's
might
what
start
I'm
to
saying.
listen.
Sometimes you got to get yourself out of a situation for people to wake up and realize, like, oh shit, I need that person in my life.
If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Yes, Sister Act.
All right, so what's the update?
Update.
Okay.
My boyfriend's little brother creeps me out. My boyfriend isn't taking it seriously. I don't know what to do. Hi guys, I wanted to give you all an update on my post from 6 weeks ago.
moved out.
It's the only other post on my profile if you haven't seen it, but it's really brief. Blah, blah. Anyway, first and foremost, thank you all for sending the love and advice and well wishes. A lot of you guys pointed out that my boyfriend, Caleb, seemed to be overwhelmed and was just sticking his head in the sand. And honestly, yeah, I sat him down a little while after I posted here and we spoke about his brother and everything going on. And he just started crying to me. He has cried in front of me maybe twice before. So I knew he was really feeling it.
Okay.
He said he was really sorry for the way that he'd been acting and that he just feels so stressed that he was just pushing everything down.
True story. That's
It makes sense.
Most
Yeah.
men do this. Not this one, but most do. Yeah.
He agreed that Avery's behaviors were unacceptable and that I told him he needed to have a firm conversation with Avery about boundaries or I just wouldn't be able to live with them any longer. Caleb said he would enforce a change of rules and then he started sobbing, went gray, and started hyperventilating. I was seriously concerned and confused about what was happening.
Yeah,
He
like,
said he
calm
needed
down,
to tell me something.
Oh,
I was comforting him and trying to calm him down, and he told me he was a victim of a pretty extreme CSA from his dad, and he thought Avery probably was as well, which we later found out was
Child
true.
SA.
Sexual,
Child sexual
God, I don't-
assault.
Yeah. I don't want the algorithm
bad
like that.
people, these people's parents. That explained a lot
that's
why
what happened
Avery
in
had
his home.
no awareness of
Exactly.
boundaries, why he was displaying these weird behaviors, why he had such low contact with his
God,
parents
that's
before all
so
this.
sad now.
very
But I met
sad.
his parents, met them multiple times. Yeah, we had LC with them. What's that?
We
check.
had
Something sort of meal.
Limited.
But
limited contact with them.
Limited contact.
I thought it was like lunchtime or something.
Lowercase, lower call, learning center, leaving certificate.
We had low
letter
contact
of
with them,
credits.
but I met them. I had been to their house. They just seemed like normal people, nice people. They weren't
Yeah, they
creepy
do.
or
So
scary
it happens.
or weird. I was really shocked at everything Caleb told me. Caleb had been hiding it for so many years, and he felt so ashamed that he hadn't reported it sooner. He said he was really hoping the abuse hadn't also happened to Avery. So I think he was trying so hard to ignore any signs that he had.
Now it makes sense.
He
Yeah,
said he
that
felt
makes sense.
responsible because he never reported it, but reported his dad, which meant the abuse could continue. But I told him none of that was really his fault. He's not to blame for abuse, for being abused, or for the abuse that happened to his brother.
I'm sure he was made to have the shower open at all times if he was
Yep.
going through that in
Yeah.
a horrible life. Yeah. Yeah.
You've all
that's-
seen Law and Order.
Fast
SVU.
forward, social services gets involved.
Okay.
Both boys get therapy, and the update on the little brother is that he's been acting so much better, and he's just really recovering.
good
He just
story.
needed to have some help. He needed to get out of that space and into a new beginning. So
is a good
happy
wrap-up.
for
This
both
is
of
a
them.
good
People
wrap-up.
commented therapy, therapy, therapy. Good for both of them. You know,
Yeah.
all of it.
That's a
what
good
a
wrap-up.
tragic thing.
It
Oh
is
my gosh.
very tragic. And you know what? I got to give kudos to the young lady that put this out there like
I
that.
agree.
Because there are probably so many other people out there that are going through something similar. And this is a really good way to find
So many
some
people would
clarity.
sweep it under the rug. She was attentive, she was attuned,
Mm-hmm.
she was aware, she was empathetic, but
Yeah.
firm, and she discussed something
she said it
that was
doesn't
probably
change.
hard for her to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
And how many people would just ignore it? So, like,
So
kudos
many,
to her,
right?
Kudos
Yeah.
to her. Good job, OP. We
Great
love it.
job.
Great story.
And you know who's attentive, attuned, and has full of empathy is all the peeps over at Panache.
Love them.
Every guest, every time since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get panache.com and get with it, boo.
Yeah, getting ready for Rainbow Rundown
I'm
tonight.
getting
Super
so
excited.
excited.
Hey, Sunnies, we need your opinions right now. We love you guys so much. Get in those comments. Is this news or is this bunch of Davey just blowing up smoke under a
Ha-ha.
Yes, I love
Here
it.
we go.
All right, this first story. Sunnies, if you think your bill was from the vet was scary, this is a plot twist. A Michigan vet didn't just treat a homeless man's dog, he locked it in a cage. Used it as collateral and then sold the dog off when the owner couldn't pay.
Oh, this story pissed me off.
This is not Pet Care 101. This is Pet Crime 101. Let's chew on this injustice for a
All
moment.
right, so the
This
owner
is-
entrusted the vet with his dog, expecting care in return, not ransom. When the owner could, okay, the man is a homeless man.
True. Displaced.
When the owner couldn't afford the mounting medical fees, instead of working out a compromise, the vet held the dog until payment, then sold it.
That is not.
This is horrible.
Legally, the court called it theft, not just negligence or contract dispute, meaning this crossed a serious line.
Oh, it would cross a boundary for me, honey. Yes.
Restitution is required, but for a homeless individual, money is likely as scarce as spares change.
I would
making-
take that upper lip and
Yep.
pull it up to the side.
So the verdict was sent down, and medical professionals can't treat animals like bargaining chips, especially when trust is involved.
So,
Oh hell no! This is such a huge abuse of power.
Could you
like,
imagine? Yeah.
You, like,
The
you
man
go,
got his dog back.
you go to a professional and you're hoping for service. Like this man went to have his dog taken care of, and instead had it stolen by someone and held hostage, held for ransom. Like
That
that
is
is such
horrible.
an abuse.
And you see the picture of the dog. It's like an older dog, so that's his companion.
Yeah.
So the courts ruled in his favor,
Thank
and he
God.
got his dog back.
Wow.
And another vet's office.
I hope that vet
This
goes
makes
out of
me wanna
business.
Well,
cry.
listen, another vet's office stepped in and they were like, you know what? You have lifetime vet visits here free. Anything your dog
See?
needs, anything you need. So, because at the end of the day, guys, just because they're displaced, homeless, whatever term you want to use, everyone needs a friend, and a lot of homeless people have animals for security and for compassion.
And
I'll
everyone
tell you,
deserves dignity.
They take better care of their pets than they do of themselves.
Yeah.
So
Everyone
this
deserves
story,
dignity. This is horrible. What a
I think that what the court system did was right, and the new vet's office that stepped in, like it just shows you there still are good people. But this story pissed me off. Can you imagine how heartbroken? I just pictured this man crying.
yeah.
So
Well,
here.
I mean, I'm interested if there's some sort of like solution, like what we could, what can
There are
communities do?
solutions,
What do we
and
have?
Locally, we have Tail Waggers
Tail
Charitable
Waggers, yeah.
Foundation. So this is something that my foundation would step in and pay for this service so that the man would have the dog. Have we
Wow.
ever dealt with a situation like that? No, but we've had several behavioral disorder animals that the families that couldn't care for their animal and like dumped them at the vet, and the vet is obviously helping other animals. So yeah, this, if you find resources, Humane Society, if you find Ayla's Acres, if you find, they will always guide you to success. And a lot of us, we work with all the different vets in the areas to make sure that people are caring for their animals, because there's nothing more valuable than a dog. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely. This story that
it
really
made
did.
me angry.
I'm
Yeah.
so
The
glad that
picture
there
of the
was.
dog-
Yeah.
Guys, he had like a little puppy parka jacket on with the hood, and he's just sad face and eyes. Like,
Oh my
So,
gosh.
I
I'm so
really
glad that
do-
there was another vet who was
Yeah.
an actual compassionate human being
Yeah.
and stepped up and like
Because
there's
think about
a
it. At Epic, there's a team that goes out to the homeless camps that have pets, and they make sure that they have the mental medications they need and things like that. Well, they have pets, so they do a lot of work with like Humane Society to whatever. Well, one of the clinicians was, the dog was friendly at first, and then when it went to like touch the man, the dog got protective and bit him. So he's like, okay, now I got to go get checked for rabies and this that, and the other. So the vet services that do help the homeless pets, it's safety for the entire community.
Yeah.
They're making sure they're up to date on shots. If they need heartworm medicine, like, but
And
that.
I'm even going to pivot to
That made me
the
so
COA, because senior citizens out there can barely even feed their dogs.
Right.
So now they're fundraising to get like dog food to be able to get to these senior citizens who can't go to the vet but can still feed their animals, because the COA was noticing that Meals on Wheels, the people were giving the food to the pets, because people, honestly, my dogs come before me. Like,
Yeah.
I will eat last in my house. My girls are queens in my house. So yeah, and I can see that. So there is a definite like connection there
So,
of services that a community can provide for people.
My dogs and I have a tradition, and it started with Shiva, because Shiva was my soul dog. She was a rescue dog, of course, but so every year around Christmas time, we go and we buy a bunch of large bags of dog food, and we go and we donate them. And I mean, it's not the expensive stuff; it is what it is. But that's like my dog's way of like,
Yeah.
because I also tell them when they ask,
Donate
back,
it to the
I
COA.
make them watch the Sarah McLachlan commercial. This, you would see how good you have it.
She
You
told me
ask
this
that,
the
you
other
go there.
Yeah.
So,
So let's get down to the bottom of it. I definitely think this is
News.
news.
Yeah,
Definitely
it's
newsworthy.
dogs are news.
Great
Pets
article,
are
Mel.
news,
Mel sent that
always.
over. Want to give her
Yeah.
props for that. All right, we got foodie news. Here we go. Brace yourselves. Your burrito life is about to get even more convenient. Chipotle is my bad. Chipotle is eyeing that hot corner next to the new Walmart at World Golf Village.
oh, stop with the stuff over there.
Along with a slew of
I
other
know.
drive-through and commercial spots, this means more flavor, more traffic, and probably more napkins needed. This isn't a small-town lunch; it's a suburban kitchen takeover. Let's dig in. What do you guys
So the supposed
about
the
time.
proposed Chipotle would be 2,300 square feet.
think? Ooh, that's a big one.
Okay, and
huge
it's
one.
part of the larger Walmart development. Alongside is everybody's favorite restaurant, a Chick-fil-A,
Oh, for Christ's sake.
a bank, a fuel station, and possible medical retail space.
Okay, so
I think it's getting too crazy over there.
I do too. And like, normally I would say food is news.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
maybe this is news, but not because it's food. So I think food is news,
Yeah,
generally
I
speaking.
think so too.
But I feel like that whole section, like you just
much.
read off a list of things that are going in there, and I don't think the infrastructure is
So-
ready to support it. Like,
They
have you
already
been out
have.
there?
They already have a
There's so much
Chipotle in
traffic.
Beach Walk.
yeah.
Literally where my sister lives,
They
which
don't
is
wanna
5
drive that
seconds.
far. It's
Oh
too
my
far.
lord.
Yeah.
So I had a conversation with County Administrator Joy Andrews many years ago about this, because I asked her when I interviewed her, and I said, hey, there seems to be so much building in this area, and we really didn't think about infrastructure, we really didn't think about all that. And she goes, that was the administration before her. So that is something to also pivot to, because these decisions were made many, many, many years ago, not thinking about turn lanes, traffic, and all that. They were like, yes, let's just sign
Oh
up
yeah,
to
because
get
the
these-
people that live over there that
Yeah.
have had land there before these developments were even there. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah.
before the neighborhoods were there. Those people are so upset that their whole like legacy land is basically ruined.
It's
They can
ruined.
hardly get home. They can hardly
Yeah.
leave home.
Right.
Their home is being constantly. They're probably getting begged to sell their land. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
that's not
My
I mean,
daughter's-
look at Mill Creek Academy. Like, you can barely get into the school. Can you
Oh,
imagine
forget
parent
it.
pickup line? Forget
Oh my gosh,
it. It's a
no.
2-lane road.
Like
That's
my,
not
my
fan.
doctor's over there, and before it was no big deal. Now I have to plan a full hour
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
there, which is just wild.
It
So
is
now I'm just doing
wild.
telehealth because it's just ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's so
It's too
crazy.
much.
It is wild. It is
So-
absolutely wild. But yeah, do we think this is news? Nah, I don't think it's news. I
That's
could
not
care
news.
less. Yeah.
You could put a million restaurants right there, and I'm never gonna care.
Right. All right, next up, a 48-year-old man in St. Augustine. Oh, God, this beauty. All right, in St. Augustine was arrested after approaching a deputy's patrol car. Deputy was just chilling. And aggressively challenging him to a one-on-one fight. Deputies
That's
have
why we don't do bath salt, people.
Deputies have been called to investigate
why.
suspicious activity. When when the deputy arrived, the man moved toward the car,
How you get
grabbed,
shot, bro.
listen to this, grabbed the door handle, yelled profanities, and
Yeah,
demanded
he's-
the deputy to step out. The deputy kept the door closed, backed the vehicle away. Backup arrived, and the man was later found on a back patio, God bless him, medically cleared, and then booked to jail, and then he refused to cooperate or explain why he acted that way.
All right, so you know why? I'll tell you why he acted that way. Freaking drugs, bro.
Don't
Yeah.
be suspicious.
I'm surprised
Don't be
he's-
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I'm surprised he was medically cleared because clearly there was something in his system,
Clearly.
and he is lucky he
Yeah.
did not get shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or tased. Let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
tased, anything. Like
Guys,
he's lucky that that
This
cop
is why
decided
we
to just
don't do
No.
bath salts.
I know.
Oh,
yeah.
speaking of bath salts,
What
doesn't
is
have
it?
anything to do with bath salt. Do you know they're bringing back the More You Know commercials? Have you guys seen that?
The more
Yes. That was a sidebar. So obviously he didn't see the More You Know
He did
commercials.
not. He did not.
You know what? I
should- yeah,
think
that
this
is a good idea.
News. How about don't do?
But I want to ask you guys this open-ended question: is there a way? And you know, obviously, Chief of Police is one of my greatest friends. But is there a way to challenge law enforcement properly? What is the proper way if you disagree with law enforcement? How do you handle that?
I think that if you're
Discourse?
going to disagree with
An
law
attorney.
enforcement, it's the most important that you keep your couth, like
Yes.
remain calm,
Yeah.
make sure that you're communicating clearly what is happening for you, what you're perceiving, whatever is going on, like that you are, choosing to maybe stand up against.
Yeah.
You wanna know what
I
I-
think discourse
And you have to
not,
be
like,
polite.
challenging them to a fight,
Guys,
bro. Like
Right.
what is this?
And
No,
mutual respect,
no,
yeah, be
no,
respectful
no.
about
That was
it.
not the way to go
When you
about
were
it.
telling the story, reading the story, do you know what image popped into my head?
What was it?
This man. I'm gonna fight you. Get out of that car, boy.
I mean,
yeah, with a PBR in his hand. That's what I pictured.
But I really gotta say, kudos to the deputy for
Yeah,
being,
being
chill,
chill.
back the car up, just wait for the others to get
So
there
that,
to make sure
yeah,
the
that
situation.
makes me think that
Great
maybe
training.
that deputy, fantastic training, but perhaps they also saw something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they probably saw that this person is not in their right mind.
Clearly.
Right.
And probably recognize like this is a potential mental health situation.
Yeah.
Like, there's clearly something happening with this individual. Again, I'm surprised he was medically cleared, so physically he must have been
But
fine.
yeah,
26
kudos.
mental health court's going live in St. John's County.
I
so-
can't wait.
Yeah.
That's a
It's gonna be
very
huge.
exciting thing. So, what do you guys think? Do you think this is newsworthy?
I think it shows that society is getting wacky.
I do too. I think it's news. For me, it's news. I just
I think it's great the way the
Yeah.
cop handled it.
Same
me too.
I
here.
like that part. I do think that there's a lot of cities where we know it just wouldn't have been handled
would
quite
not
that
have
way.
been
I
that
agree
way.
with
So
you
I
100%.
applaud. One is close to us.
And I
Yeah.
really
Yeah, one's
do.
real
close by.
close.
It
I
is
see
so
you.
difficult
Yes.
for law enforcement
I
to
wouldn't
even
wanna be-
function these days. So I do have to give kudos to that deputy.
Yeah,
that
I
was
agree.
amazing.
Do you know what else I heard on the news this morning while I was getting ready to come
What was
to the
that?
studio? Firefighters in St. Johns County, they're re-looking at how many hours they work, and they're going to minimize it to 42 because some are working for 48
60.
straight
Oh, yeah.
hours, no breaks.
Yeah.
And it's causing the firefighter industry, I don't know if that's the right term,
Yeah.
to have the number 2 second highest suicide rate.
Oh my
the-
gosh,
in
yeah.
the world
It's
of the
exhaustion,
helpers.
absolutely.
Yeah, because
So
they're
they're
not
really
just
looking at
firefighters,
it.
they're also first responders. And
Yeah.
you think about the things that first responders see.
And then it'll give them more time for mental health breaks and all that, but it
Yeah.
also, they want to see if it's going to help with the suicide rate. So
Mm-hmm.
I applaud St. Johns County for doing something like that.
Kudos,
Looking at
yeah.
a problem, what can we do about it?
Taking
and they're
action.
like, we don't even care if it's a pay cut we have to take.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
What do you guys think, though? I was the judge and the jury on this one. Do we all say news?
I'd say news.
Yeah.
Hey, before we jump into Bin 39, I do want to give a big shout out to Bin 39, especially McKenna, who reached out to Panache over when we broke the story about the brides getting ripped off from Shayla Moore. Well, Bin 39 stepped in and made sure that all the brides got something really super special, and that's amazing. That's community. That's rally. McKenna, shout out to you, sweetheart. That was an amazing job. So let's take a look at Bin 39.
39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You gotta check them out. Bin 39.
Speaking of tired, it's not. It's Smash Mary.
Yay!
Addie, what's on the menu? Who is it today?
Okay, make the
Okay,
letters.
this is always exciting, like the moment we're waiting for, right?
Today, you guys, we're going to take a little walk down historical St. Augustine memory lane.
Oh, no.
I love this. What do you mean, oh no?
Mel's
It's
reaction
supposed
was
to be
quite
fun. I don't
priceless.
want a history lesson.
Too bad.
I love
We
it.
have Ernest Hemingway,
Oh, God.
cool.
Zora
Phoebe
Neale
House.
Hurston, who's obviously fab, and Harriet Beecher Stowe.
Oh, how fun.
That's not Harriet Beecher Stowe's picture.
Oh no!
Addie.
That's so funny. That's yesterday's picture. Okay, I didn't finish my graphic. That's hilarious.
Addie.
Should I just take it down? It's Jim Gaffigan playing as
No,
Harriet
let's play with these.
Beecher
Who is it? We got Jim
Stowe.
Gaffigan again. Who do we got on there?
Playing
Zora?
Harriet Beecher Stowe.
Okay.
It still says Harriet Beecher Stowe. Do you want to
Perfect.
do Jim Gaffigan again?
This is when they went to Halloween, and this is who they dressed up as.
is
That's
when
all.
Keith-
That is so funny. You guys, I have two saved. One of them's correct, and one of them I saved early. And obviously, when I put it into the machine, I chose the wrong one.
All right, let's just roll with it.
It's a long day.
Anyways,
It's been a long day.
It's a long week. Is what
God
it's been.
bless.
Ernest Hemingway, Nobel Prize winning American novelist and journalist. Hemingway's famous for The Old Man and the Sea, A Farewell to Arms, and For Whom the Bell Tells.
Zora Neale Hurston.
Told, the bell tolls, as well as for pioneering a spare directing writing style that influenced generations. He vacationed and fished in Florida, including visits to St. Augustine, where the Ponce de Leon Hotel served as a hub for artists and writers. He loved deep sea fishing as much as, and he once shipped a host to Cuba for a marlin. Shipped a boat to, guys, I don't have my glasses on. This is a terrible day for me right now. Anyway, let's go on to Zora Neale Hurston.
Okay, love this girl.
Who, she's really
She's a
cool.
queen, one girl.
She's celebrated author and anthropologist. Hurston is best known for Their Eyes Were Watching
God,
God.
best
So
book
good.
ever.
And for her role in the Harlem Renaissance. She spent time in Florida, including St. Augustine, where she blended folklore history and her
house
own
is by
voice
your house.
into groundbreaking work. She's amazing. She earned an anthropology degree under Franz Boas, B-O-A-S,
Okay,
Boas,
yes, very
at
wonderful.
Bernard College. Rare for a black woman in her era.
Love that.
So then we have Harriet Beecher Stowe,
Played by.
played by
Jim
this character.
He's the understudy.
Google
Love it,
her if
Mel.
you'd
That
like
was
to see.
funny.
All I could find anywhere, like drawings of her.
She wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Abolitionist author, most famous for Uncle Tom's Cabin and the 1852 novel, credited with fueling the anti-slavery movement in the U.S. She wintered in St. Augustine and
AKA.
other parts of Florida.
She can pay the bills.
So Uncle Tom's Cabin sold 300,000 copies in the first year, which is unheard of in the 1850s.
That's like,
So-
Especially by a
300
woman.
million nowadays or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
very
Especially by a woman.
incredible. Abraham Lincoln supposedly greeted her with, "So you're the little woman who wrote that book that started this great war."
Yeah, she
Abe.
was.
Was Abe gay?
Don't be calling her a little woman. She's strong.
But if
Yeah,
he was a gay man, he can get away with it. Go ahead.
So she published over 30 books, so she's really cool. So those are our three, except for the image. Just don't look at the image. Just think about who she was, the
Ooh,
author.
she will envision the
Really,
understanding.
really try to paint a picture
That's
that
her stunt
isn't
double up
Jim
there.
Gaffigan's face.
All right, Mrs. Butterworth.
hard one.
All right. So, Mel, lead us off here.
I am smashing Harriet Beecher Stowe because she seems a little bossy, and I'm bossy myself, so we don't need to be married.
Okay, but a
Doesn't that
nice
work?
bossy strip would
Yeah,
be
and then
fun.
you go do your book tour that I'm probably not going to read. I just go on that tour, girl. You do that. And then, but I did read Uncle Tom's Cabin in high school.
Oh.
So I am marrying Zora.
Oh.
I'm
Great
ghosting
choice.
Ernest Hemingway because he got cat pee-pee house.
Does not smell like pee-pee.
It does.
Maybe
Well,
the one random day that you were there.
I am 1,000%. I'm all of that. So I am
You
going
agree?
to smash Harriet
Okay.
because
Okay.
she's still fabulous, but I don't know. Something about Zora really pulls me in. I just
Yeah.
feel like she is like, she's
doing
the
the
diva.
thing.
She's
Yes.
the
The
queen.
The chemistry would be electric. I
Yeah,
think,
and Ernest Hemingway, I'm sorry, like the
Pee-pee
whole,
Yeah.
the hundreds of cats.
Don't get drunk and
he
write
was a
me
drunk.
stories.
He was
I
a
don't
drunk.
want
He was
that.
so
He
I'm
had
gonna,
4 wives. I mean, yeah, I get
so
it.
I'm gonna have to ghost that.
4
That-
wives
that's
at the
like-
same time?
That's like red
Oh,
flags, red
man.
flags, red flags.
Yeah.
He is a Reddit report.
Yeah, he is a Reddit
You guys
report.
made me have to
is.
change my mind because I kind of wanted to smash Ernest because I just felt like we would have a wild night,
Oh,
you
he
know,
obviously
like
knows what he's doing.
gallivanting the town. I think you know
Uh-huh.
something. But now I'm like, oh, not with all those other wives. They would. I don't like.
Then you
know.
can be a sister wife.
So 25 more and the wife can watch. I'm smashing Ernest Hemingway, absolutely. But I'm going to marry Zora, of course.
Okay.
Like I said, that chemistry would be electric. I am going to ghost Harriet. I know people are going to smack
Okay.
me around for that one because she's going to be a little bit too famous,
Yeah.
probably, and just too busy on her book tour. And I'm just there helping Ernest with his cats.
Ew.
I have the same answer as you, Davey. I want to smash Ernest. I want to ghost Harriet. I
2
love
and
her.
2.
But the way that she looks in this picture is really turning me off.
Good old Jim.
This is
Yikes.
awesome. This could have been my favorite one. Sonny, what do you have in comments there?
I got a really funny joke.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
You ready? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
No bell.
Nobel
About
who?
No bell, that's why I'm knocking.
Hey!
Happy Friday, friends!
With that, Sonnies, have a beautiful weekend. We cannot wait to see you back Monday.
And we'll
We're gonna
see
be-
you tonight at the Rainbow Runway.
Oh, and Rainbow Runway tonight, sold out. Going to be super.
We're gonna go strut our stuff, friends.
Super awesome. Make sure you
Super
say
mom.
yes to that Sunny Fans page. Make sure you like and love everything. You guys are amazing. Keep shining bright. We'll see you Monday, Booze.
Bye, guys.